welcome to what could be the very last episode of ZDTV. We all saw the travesty that happened last week when I got hit in my outlandish beanbag, which is still bruised, by the way. But, Evan, I'm not mad at you. Hell, if the roles were reversed, I would have done the same. The only difference is I would have swung lower and harder. So, now that you have my television championship, it's only right that I get that back. But because without my television championship, there is no ZDTV. Evan, I'm not going to deny that you are a star. So as soon as I get my belt back, I've got a very special place for you, and that's right on top of my Zickmas tree. I'm going to shove that Christmas tree right up your ass and let you shine bright for the rest of the year. And I'll be television champion. This has been ZDTV.
To Championship Wrestling. I'm TK Todd Kennelly, along with Christian Cole. We come to you from Levity Live in Oxnard, California. This week, Ray Jazz, the king of Jersey from the East Coast, he comes back. He faced a favorite from the West Coast in Fidel Bravo.
Yeah, big wrestling fans will know Ray Jazz from wrestling all over the world, from Japan to New York. An incredible wrestler will go against an incredible legend tonight from Southern California, Fidel Bravo, making his return. Two guys maybe undersized a bit, both pack a punch. Tonight they go at it.
In tag team action, we have got the debut of a brand new team, although there is one familiar face in Gunk.
Gunk is incredible. I saw an interview from them earlier. Very entertaining, huge dudes. They're a throwback, TK. It's what I like to see in pro wrestling. Gunk tonight in a fight.
And in our main event, you saw it just last week, Zicky Dice losing the United Wrestling Network World Television Championship. He has asked for his rematch tonight in our main event.
Yeah, Zicky Dice looks to get that belt back around his waist. I spoke to him earlier. He's as motivated as ever tonight. He looks to regain that championship.
The new champ, Evan Daniels, might always put on a show, but it took a low blow. Let's head to the ring.
Introducing first, from South Plainfield, New Jersey, weighing in at 206 pounds, the Jersey legend and the sure thing, Ray Jazz.
How about that, the sure thing? The Jersey Shore, Ray Jazz back in action here on the United Wrestling Network. A phenomenal athlete and an incredible history in amateur wrestling.
Ray Jazz is known around the world as a guy who can take you down from any angle.
And his opponent, from Guerrero, Mexico, weighing in at 175 pounds, Fidel Bravo!
Fidel Bravo, one of the mainstays on this program, Christian. He's been very impressive as of late, coming off of a victory over Joey Lancaster, and had another recent great match with the likes of Kenny King. He's been at the top of his game. This one could have major implications in terms of the pecking order and title competition here in the United Wrestling Network.
Yeah, our ring announcer Jeff Walker did say he's 175 pounds. They must have weighed him with his boots on. But I tell you, where this guy lacks in size, he makes up in tenacity, in heart, and in veteran acumen. And this crowd is fired up, Todd. I can barely hear myself think.
Well, Ray Jazz is cocky, and the crowd certainly is behind Fidel Bravo. But let's talk about the exploits. We mentioned it briefly. That man who does not have the respect of the crowd does have the respect of anybody who stepped on a wrestling mat with him. An NCAA All-American, racked up the most wins in NYU history.
Yeah, if you like shooters, if you like catch as catch can, Ray's the guy. And tonight, Fidel's got his hands full. I mean, sure, he's a legend here from Los Angeles, Hollywood. Everyone knows Fidel Bravo and his history. And I think he's just got his hands full with Ray. Ray usually an undersized guy as well, but tonight, he's the bigger opponent.
I would think the speed and agility advantage would go to Bravo. You don't want to get in the grasp of the grappler. You're going to find yourself horizontal real quick on the mat. It's funny you mentioned a shooter because Ray Jazz lately has been under the tutelage of none other than the Sicilian shooter, I should say, Little Guido of the FBI.
Yeah, and as this match unfolds, you'll see exactly what TK is talking about. You'll see Ray, you'll see the influences from Guido, and trust me, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, how impressive is it to be under that learning tree? Fireman's carry takedown, but one fireman's carry is not going to beat Fidel Bravo. So, you know, what is this guy doing hot dog in grandstand in this early in a match?
You know, you say hot dog and TK, I look at it as showmanship. This guy knows how to sell tickets. People come here to see the Italian Stallion Ray.
And he is, quite frankly, out wrestling Fidel Bravo thus far and making a mockery out of Bravo. But that is a dangerous game to play. Later on in our main event, Zicky Dice, the former champ, issued the challenge. Will it be accepted by main event Daniels? Will we get that big rematch in our main event? Big takedown. There has been virtually zero offense thus far by Bravo, and Bravo's usually a quick starter, Christian.
Look at Jazz just lifting him up effortlessly, but he, a huge slap, schoolboy pin, it might be it.
What'd the five fingers say to the face? Slap. And Fidel Bravo is tired of being disrespected there, Christian. I can't say I blame him. Beautiful arm drag takedown by Bravo. Finally gets out of the blocks, sweeps the leg, put him in a body bag, looking for the Magistral Cradle now. Rolls him up, beautifully done. Wow.
Say what you want about Fidel Bravo. That was one hell of a transition, and he continues to stay on the attack.
Fidel Bravo, once he gets rolling, he is really able to chain the offense together, and he's taken the world-class grappler. Crowd asking for another. Oh my goodness, echoing off the walls here of Levity Live.
Yeah, what a shot from our production team. That elbow, what a shot from Fidel Bravo. You can see it landing right on the chin, right on the button.
Oh, look at this, fishing for the victory, looking for a fisherman's suplex. Countered inside cradle by Bravo. Is he out wrestling?
Oh, Muay Thai plum, look at that, he's caught there.
Oh man, well, yeah, he's not a one-trick pony, is he? Great striking as well.
Yeah, indeed, big knees there from the shooter. As Ray Jazz now looks to control the match, European uppercut over and over under the isolated Fidel Bravo.
Ray Jazz lifted Bravo off the mat.
He's caught
with that.
TK.
Too much power, buckle bomb. That'll break you in half.
And that bomb on that top turnbuckle, all the air will leave your lungs instantly. And that could cut this match short.
Back and forth, seesaw action here. Ray Jazz back in control. We got to take a break. We'll be back. Crowd giving them an earful.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling. What an opening contest we have for you. Here you see some of those grappling exploits. Look at the power into that big belly-to-back suplex. Cover deep hook of the leg. Couldn't put him away, not yet.
Yeah, Ray Jazz might be one of the strongest pound-for-pound cruiserweights on planet Earth in this beautiful sport of professional wrestling. He just absolutely lifted Fidel, and Ray did it from a down position. They're both on the ground, and he just lifts him up and slams him down.
Look at this suspended vertical suplex and some style points. I guess this is what Jersey strong style is all about.
Yeah, Jersey guys know how to sell tickets, Daddy. It's as simple as that. There's a reason we're sold out here tonight in Hollywood. Ray Jazz having a lot to do with it. Pinfall here, potentially no.
Well, then how do you make sense of the chorus of boos when this guy comes out?
Look, they can boo, they can cheer, it's their right. They paid for their tickets, didn't they, TK? But the way I see it, you got to respect, you got to admire guys like Ray Jazz. The ability to take his opponent down, ultimately eliminating a vertical base. Fidel needs to get up, and there he goes.
Fidel's got so much heart, though, as you mentioned. He's got that Sangre pumping fast and furious through his body, but eats that big shot into the cover now. Doesn't hook the leg this time. Full lateral press, however. And I think maybe the striking and just the power edge is the difference here, Christian.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Ray Jazz in complete control. And I'm not surprised. Fidel, a gangster in our industry, an absolute G from Southern California. But maybe Ray Jazz is too much for him tonight.
Big knee lift there. Shades of Mr. Wrestling 2 in eons gone by. Now drops the elbow. Getting awfully cocky with these covers, Christian. That's not going to get it done. Very lackadaisical.
Yeah, when you're in control for as long as he's been, maybe 2-3 minutes since our commercial break, Ray Jazz just doing what he wants with Fidel, and that could break your confidence for Fidel to continue to kick out, whether the cover's lackadaisical or not. It just goes to show the heart of Mr. Bravo.
Now he's beefing with the official, is Ray Jazz, and that momentary distraction looks like it's going to cost him. Wow, look at the agility. Oh my goodness, where did that come from?
Yeah, that spinning heel kick landing, and now hooks the leg. TK talked about it earlier. Will he get it? No.
I'll give him credit there. Didn't make that cardinal mistake again, going for the cover again, stacking them up. Close call, near fall, but not enough to get the job done. Great matchup, and I mentioned, I think the winner of this, could be in serious competition. We might have a TV title main event. Either one of these guys can compete for that title or the Heritage title. Trying to take that fast track up to world title competition. Full head of steam by Ray Jazz. Nobody home.
Over-eager.
Crashed and burned.
Ray Jazz looking to assault Fidel with that crossbody, but ends up flying out of the ring to the floor. And Jazz now reeling on the outside as Fidel Bravo tries to gather his bearings.
Nothing soft about that landing. And has to be leery of the count. And it gives Fidel Bravo a chance to recover here as well. Counts up to 7. Uh-oh, gonna bring him in the hard way. Oh, little throwback. Fidel Bravo's got this crowd all kinds of fired up, Christian.
Where does he get this energy from? Fidel was downtrodden, he was beaten. But the heart, the corazón de Fidel, standing in security, now Fidel in control. Elects not to put him away. What is he gonna do here?
I think he was maybe gonna look for that La Revolucion, but Fisherman suplex perfectly executed. Almost got him. Went for it earlier, went back to the well. This time he didn't come up empty, but he couldn't get the victory with it.
Bravo, 15 years in the game, and somehow a picture-perfect bridging suplex. Unable to get the 3, but how impressive is Bravo after the beating he took earlier in this fight?
He was looking for it there, looking for that La Revolucion. Veteran move there to hook the ropes. Looking for the Hurricane Rana, gets him up and over. Man, seesaw action here, Christian, back and forth. What a way to kick things up. We're just getting started.
That's right. We got the classic West versus East. It's Jersey versus Cali.
There he did go to the well one too many times. That was a big shoulder block. Beautiful into the backslide.
Look,
wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Your winner, Ray Jazz.
Well, when you're in there and you got two great veterans, you can't get repetitive with your offense. And that's exactly what Fidel Bravo did. Went forward again, tried to bring him in the hard way. We saw here, it worked earlier in the match. Goes forward again, the big shoulder strike. Oh,
relax a little bit, all right? This isn't even LA. You guys could relax a little bit. Is it better? But every day, I like to give people advice. I call it the jazz tip of the day, just to help them get through their miserable lives just a little bit. Are you guys ready for the jazz tip of the day?
I'm ready.
Let me ask you again, are you ready for the jazz tip
Let me borrow
of the
your
day?
pen, TK. I gotta write this down.
All right, I think they're ready. The jazz tip of the day. I said the jazz tip of the day. The jazz tip of the day. There's winners and there's losers. And clearly I got my hand raised tonight, am I right? And everyone here, they can't even beat their alarm clock, let alone win a wrestling match. And I'm not just here to take part and have fun. I'm here to take over. And I'm gonna prove to everyone that I'm the sure, scratch that, I'm the Jersey sure thing of championship wrestling. Because there are men, there are myths, and there are Jersey legends. Throw 'em up, baby.
Did you hear that, TK? The jazz tip of the day. There are men, there are myths, and then there's New Jersey, which is absolute garbage. But I like it. I like this guy, Rick Jazz. One
Evan Daniels, we just recently heard.
Evan Daniels, that's me, your new television champion.
Yes, but what I would like to know, Zicky Dice.
Zicky Dice, yes, the man I beat to become the new television champion.
Well, what I'm trying to ask is Zicky Dice has challenged you for the United Wrestling Network Television Championship.
Okay, I heard you. Zicky Dice, you want your rematch? You got it, fine. But you gotta realize that when you book a star, expect the shine. Because when that red light comes on and it's time to go, main event Daniels always puts on a show.
Yep, your worst nightmare. Your car broke down. Unless you already called Car Shield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through Car Shield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through Car Shield. 2, plans through Car Shield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call Car Shield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call Car Shield now.
Call Car Shield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the Car Shield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
First off, Emily, thank you for the lackluster introduction. Allow a real pro to show you how it's done.
Really a terrible introduction.
From Montenegro, standing 6'4", weighing 245 pounds. He is 1 in a million. Maximilian.
I love it when he does that.
You know what? Embellishment is not necessary when it comes to this guy. What a specimen he is, undefeated in the United Wrestling Network. Even more so than that, people. This guy has not even been knocked off his feet in competition. And he's faced some tough foes in the forms of Dice, Fidel, Bravo. He is just late wasted. Stepped in the ring with him. Yeah, I'm sure Jordan Castle
Max,
will tell you all
it is officially
hold on.
great to meet you.
Who is Max? This is Maximilian. You will refer to him by his God-given name. As a matter of fact, you won't refer to him at all. You will direct all your questions towards me, all right?
All right, Jordan, I would like to know, is this Maximilian's wrestling gear?
Is this Maximilian wrestling gear? What a stupid question. Keep the mic up, thank you. What a stupid question. Then again, Emily, I've seen a lot of you. You ask a lot of stupid questions, all right? I understand that it's been a long time since you've been here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, but are you even a real journalist? Did you even do your research heading into this interview? I want to know.
Jordan, as a matter of fact, I do my research. I really do. And I know that Maximilian is 3-0. I know that he is undefeated. I know that he has never been knocked down. I understand that, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would like to get to the bottom of is what is next for Maximilian?
What's next for Maximilian? Well, it's certainly not going to be anything here in Oxnard, all right? He signed to compete here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Not championship, up here, sweetie. Not Championship Wrestling from the sticks, all right? If you think for 1 second that a man of his caliber is gonna lower himself to you dumb redneck hicks, then you're even stupider than you look.
Look at all those hicks.
Matter of fact, you don't even get to see his glorious... Shut up! You don't even get to see his glorious physique, Emily. We're keeping that covered, even though I know you want to, you pervert. Beat the brakes, Toots.
Excuse you, Jordan. I'm going to be as professional as possible in this situation. But I would really like to get to the bottom of, is Maximilian even ready? Is he even ready to wrestle?
Is he even ready to wrestle? How dare you? You don't think he's ready to wrestle? You don't think he's ready to wrestle? You don't think he's ready to wrestle? You're gonna see how he can wrestle next week. You can do next week, right? You got it. You're 1 in a million. Next week, he goes 4-0, but that's not the number that you have to worry about. All you gotta worry about is 1 in a million, because he is 1 in a million. Maximilian.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. Jordan Castle made it official. Maximilian will be in action Action next week.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 550 pounds, Rob McKnight and Casanova Valentine. They are
Gunk is in the house, aptly named. Snow all the way out here. Don't let the smell fool you. Do a serious business. Don't let that happen. That's a fight they did like. Gunk will be in action right after this.
Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be seeing this. Most men over 40 look into the mirror and see this, when they could be using this. Particle 6-in-1 Face Cream for Men. The first of its kind anti-aging cream designed specifically for men. Fights eye bags, dark spots, and wrinkles. Visit ParticleMen.com and use the promo code on your screen to receive 25% off your entire order. Plus, we've got free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. www.ParticleMen.com. Because seeing is believing.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Bell sounds and we are set for tag team action. First shot at seeing Gunk as a team. You got Rob McKnight in there. Longtime viewers, no stranger to him, was at one point under the tutelage of Levi Shapiro. Looks like he will be starting it out with Jake Redondo. And Radiant Jake Redondo. You know, they say opposites attract, and I don't think Redondo and his partner could be any different when it comes to their demeanor and energy level.
Yeah, when you look at Redondo, and you talk about, of course, the radiance that he brings to the ring, his partner, Lancaster, brings a certain darkness to the ring. It'll be interesting to see how they pair up tonight against Gunk.
Things are going to go dark for Redondo pretty quick if this keeps up. And here comes the big man. And if you were just looking at the format and saw the name Casanova Valentine, is this what you would picture?
Yeah, that's exactly who I would think of. It's Cupid's dream right there.
Full head of steam, and here comes the big man that can cause a variety of damage when he gets that big body going. He is a renowned bar fighter, competes in no-rules bar fights, tough man competitions, hardcore matches. He's competed in Japan, the UK, Canada, all over the place.
You competed in Japan. It doesn't count if you're in a Yakuza bar fight. That doesn't count as competing in Japan.
I don't think the Yakuza would want any part of this guy. And either does Redondo. Makes the tag to Joey Lancaster, who we've seen in action, had a phenomenal match with Fidel Bravo. First we saw Bravo in action. Tough one there with Ray Jazz. Boy, how are you going to hurt this guy? Seems impervious to pain here, Christian.
You could just hear the thud as Valentine became a brick wall in that instance. And now the tag into McKnight.
Boy, if these guys could string some wins together, talking about Gunk, I'd like to see. Look at the power here.
Holy hell.
Oh, but a heads-up move there by Redondo saved his partner. Oh, double big boot. I'd love to see how the Wolves Zaddies would contend with the size of Casanova Valentine if that ever were to take place.
Yeah, I like what you're thinking, TK. Big hoss fight. Both teams in excess of 500 combined pounds. That'd be 1,000 pounds in the ring for the tag team championships. I'd love to see it.
Big scoop and a slam. Deposits him, drops the elbow down as well. Does McKnight. Tag is made, so I mean, they're showing some continuity here. Frequent tags. Oh, all that body weight down. Excuse me. Man.
Casanova Valentine is the type of guy you want to have your back in a bar fight. And if you see him coming at you, get out of the way.
But look at this, some good tag team wrestling. Neutralizing their man in their corner, making the tags. They're two big guys. They want to stay fresh, keep oxygen in those big bodies. So, uh-oh.
Oh, no, it stinks in
Oh,
here.
boy, Pity City,
disgusting.
USA. Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely atrocious.
We might see what Lancaster had for lunch. Oh, a reversal. No. Oh, boy, a taste of his own medicine. He likes it.
I'm going to be sick.
Of course he does. That might be some serious wake-up juice. Like smelling salts in there. And I think Lancaster is completely disgusted. 2 times over. But utilizing his surroundings as a weapon here, trying to stick and move, divide and conquer. Look at the power by Joey Lancaster.
Just
high impact
nasty.
move. Yeah, into the cover, center of the ring. And Lancaster and Redondo do have
Wait. Who is that, TK?
Well, we've seen him out here, you know, in several weeks recently. Hold on, here's the cover. Boy, it's hard to do our job with all the distraction around here. This ominous figure again coming out. He's talked about the fall of society. We don't know if he's scouting talent. Obviously, Gunk is a team that could do a lot of damage. I mean, what's his purpose out here? Just, you know, why does the security not do something? Does this guy just have free reign? What kind of connections does he have? Just go where he wants, do what he wants. Here's the cover now. We have a tag team match to cover here, but you know, this guy just wanders out, so ominous, it's hard to focus.
Yeah, certainly this individual, you can see him on the right corner of the screen there, taking a close look at the tag team division. You got to wonder what's stewing in his mind, what type of thoughts he has. What's his motive, TK?
Almost expressionless. Got the expression of a Michael Myers mask. Now look at this, shot after shot by the brawler here, Rob McKnight. Big elbow, flooring Lancaster. Into the cover now, looking for the victory. Boy, Redondo almost had to get in there and make a save.
Every single bit of offense McKnight puts on Redondo is with purpose, but, with Lancaster. Lancaster now getting the back of Rob McKnight. Nice standing switch.
Hey, that was a wrestling move there by McKnight, and then goes a little old school.
Oh, he got the tag, TK.
Atomic drop. Oh, the mood's gonna change here. Casanova Valentine. And he isn't gonna be sending love letters. Oh, they went for it earlier. Will it be successful this time? Wow, that's a long way down.
Yeah, 7-8 feet in the air, crashing down into the center of the canvas, but able to get the tag, it seems, off screen, and now comes in, and Lancaster's caught.
Got caught in a big way. Look out here, look at the power. The tag is made. In comes McKnight, little double team, double your pleasure. No fun here for Redondo, and there it is, the dumpster dive, Gunk wins.
Your winners, Rob McKnight and Casanova Valentine, Gunk.
Let's take a look back at the action brought to you by Dickey's Barbecue Pit, something that is appetizing. This is not, however, not one, but 2 trips to Pity City. Then, in the end, the dumpster dive.
The tag team cohesion between Gunk on display tonight. Will they continue to dominate? Will they get a shot?
Taking the titles. The television title will be on the line in our main event. And what is the purpose of this guy out here? We'll be back.
US Med, a trusted supplier of diabetes equipment for nearly 30 years, has great news for people living with diabetes and the pain of regular testing. New Medicare and private insurance guidelines have expanded coverage for continuous glucose monitors, even for people not using insulin. The days of repeated, painful finger sticks are over. Now you can wear a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, and eliminate routine finger sticks. US Med has the newest models of CGM, which are more accurate and convenient than ever. CGMs are shown to lower your A1C, increase your time in range, and reduce the risk of hypoglycemic events. Shipping is free and will even bill your insurer directly. Don't spend one more painful day testing your blood sugar. Call now to get your continuous glucose monitoring system so you can take control of your diabetes and get back to enjoying life.
Call US Med now.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Wait a minute here.
Wait a minute, what's this?
Oh no, things are going from bad to worse for Roondo in Lancaster. Things getting real ominous for that team. Look out here. Oh my gosh, they just went through a war with Gunk. Oh no! What an X factor there. Just drove him straight down. These guys competed in a match with 2 big brawlers and now getting absolutely waylaid and destroyed. And are these guys together? Look at this.
Is this the answer we've been wondering about? The burning question here in Hollywood and the motivations of this man and these 2 mysterious masked individuals.
He's controlling these guys. They put the hit out on Roondo and Lancaster. They're doing his bidding, it would seem. We're gonna try and regather, get some answers. It is main event time. And Zicky Dice just looked odd without that television championship. He said it can't be CTV without the TV title.
Yeah, about 10 or 12 pounds of leather and gold missing from the waist of Zicky Dice. And you're right, TK, it's not something we're used to quite yet. But Zicky Dice, a fighting champion, he proved so during his reign as he continued to mow down opponent after opponent in front of him until one day when he did it. He lost his championship. And I spoke to Zicky tonight. He said he is as motivated as ever to regain that title.
And here is the new champion. Says that he is a literal star. You can see he's got the United Wrestling Network World Television Championship. As I mentioned earlier, though, the man who always puts on a show, it took a low blow.
He's a literal star. He's a metaphoric star. He's a rising star. He's an established star. Main event, Evan Daniels, the television champion, is all of the above. And although his reign just began, it might end just as quickly as it started as he goes to defend for the first time against the former champion.
It could, and should, quite honestly. Here to set the stage for our main event, Jack Farmer.
Introducing first, the challenger. Coming to us from Pismo Beach, California, by way of Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia, weighing in at 233 pounds, outlandish Zicky Dice. And the champion from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 200 pounds, the United Wrestling Network television champion. He is a literal star, Main Event Daniels.
Zicky Dice getting the jump on the champ. Not gonna wait. The bell hasn't sounded, so it's as legal as a wrist lock here, Christian. Now we are officially underway, and getting the advantage is Zicky Dice. And who could blame him after what we saw just last week? The low blow in to that lasting impression, and history was made. Main Event Daniels, the new champ, but as you mentioned, this might be one of the shortest reigns in the history of the United Wrestling Network.
As I alluded to earlier, TK had a moment with Zicky Dice before his match tonight, and I just asked him, I said, how was MomoCon? How was all the different ventures that he's in entertainment and in pro wrestling? And the first thing he said to me wasn't about MomoCon, wasn't about anything other than his championship. He said, tonight, Christian, I am focused on regaining my television title and continuing to defend it throughout 2025 and 2026.
Yeah, he's not exactly outlandish. Oh, quiet, please.
Nasty.
Zicky, the former United World Television title holder, is hitting with bad intentions tonight, Christian. Looking to make short work of the new champ. It has been all Zicky Dice thus far. The challenger is rolling.
This program for 2 decades has been coming to you into your home from Hollywood, California. And because of the success we've had and sold out crowds everywhere, we've continued to maneuver within this geographic zone. We're in Oxnard tonight. And that's only about an hour and a half away from Pismo Beach, and the hometown hero, Zicky Dice, now looks to take this brawl to the outside.
Well, a lot of the stars you see in the sky, literal stars, as this guy claims to be, have exploded. Oh, and a little meal have already exploded, and right now, Main Event Daniels is exploding here all over the Levity Live in Oxnard, because the former champ, see, it's still hard to say, was taking him apart. But speaking about being taken apart, man, chop the post. He might not have use out of that right hand.
Rough month for Dice. Taking that low blow, losing his title. I mean, sure, he's a successful entrepreneur. He's a successful musician. You can find his music on Spotify. But I mean, it's been a rough year so far for him. Yeah, he was champion, on top of the world. And recently, Zicky Dice just losing his title and now looks to gain it back.
Oh, look out here, wow.
He caught him.
Beautifully done. Version of a Uranagi on the apron, and this place is going crazy. It's outlandish here in Oxnard for that man, Zicky Dice. Yeah,
Dice looking to go high risk here. Daniels well scouted, and Daniels drops a drop kick right to the kisser.
Zicky Dice all the way to the outside. And I got to think that Daniels would be all too happy to sit in there and take a count-out victory if he can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Count-out would mean retention of the title.
Championship can only change hands 2 ways. That's by pinfall or submission in the ring. No way he can get him up here. Wow, he did. A lot of power, momentum.
Effortless.
Yes, with that suplex. But speaking of effortless, he kicked out at 1, did the former champ. I'll take nothing away from Main Event Daniels, the new champion. The guy's an amazing athlete. He's got all kinds of upside. I just don't like the way he won the title.
Yeah, you don't like it. That's why you're not a champion, TK. That's why you're in the booth with me, Papa. A literal booth.
What's that say about you?
I've managed champions, okay? There's only one of us here who've done that.
Well, I was a champion on the gridiron, so I got that going for me.
Fight on, baby.
Shot to the middle turnbuckle there, and ever since the exploits on the outside, Do you think the former champ got a little too hot under the collar there early in the match and it cost him there? Ever since he chopped the post, the tide has turned in this main event.
I think you're on to something, TK. I think Zicky was as eager to wrestle tonight as he's ever been. And maybe just a little too excited. His mom's sitting right behind us.
Wow, look at this. Roll of the dice. Here's the cover. Only a count of 2. We've got to take a break. Our main event continues right after this.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Can't make it to the shows, but still want signed photos, posters, action figures, and more? Shop the official Memphis Wrestling eBay store at memphiswrestling.tv.
Welcome back, everyone. Our main event with the television title on the line. Here's the cover. Zicky Dice in control for much of the break, but man, main event Daniels, one of the best drop kicks in the business, absolutely laid out the former champ.
And Daniels, one of the best television champions of all time. Of course, the Avantourage know how to, they know who to hang with. And Daniels, of course, he's up there with Willie Mack. He's up there with Scorpio Sky. He's up there with the greatest TV title champion reigns in history.
This is his first title defense.
It's been wonderful so far.
After winning the title in extremely controversial fashion in which the original ref was out, all kinds of things happened. And I will remind you that Zicky Dice, in that previous encounter, hit the snake rattle and roll and had main event Daniels pinned for probably a 6 or 7 count. No official there to make the count.
I don't remember that.
Swing and a miss by the television champ. Oh, they both collided. Both thinking the same things. Great minds think alike, but they come crashing down in a heap, both looking for the clothesline.
Yeah, huge collision there. All the wind knocked from the lungs of both men in this championship fight, and now a 3 count for this double down.
Champion and challenger, whoever gets to their feet first, it might be very pivotal in who's going to go on to win this high stakes main event. Zicky Dice asking for his rematch, being granted here. And what a main event we've got. These two have been battling week in, week out here. Oh man, serving up some serious skillets here at Levity Live. This has become very personal between these two, Christian.
It has.
It's
about as even of a fight as you're going to see for this television title. Nasty clothesline. Daniels pops up, but he needs another TK.
We've talked about it. Oh man, big shot there, echoing off the walls. Zicky, his striking is crisper than we've ever seen. Like I said, he's hitting with bad intentions. Snake eyes by Zicky Dice. Now maybe a little roll of the dice. Time for an urgent and pressing news story. Might be time for a little cannonball. Is that gonna do it? History to be made, gonna regain the gold? No, not yet. Close call.
Just a half second away from regaining the United Wrestling Network Television Championship in front of his hometown fans, in front of his mother. What a night it would be for Zicky Dice to celebrate with his family who are ringside, waiting with bated breath to see if he could put Daniels away. Fireman's carry here. No.
I don't know what he's thinking there. Maybe Death Valley driver, but out the back door goes main event Daniels. He's got the advantage in agility. Nice missile drop kick. Looks to follow it up. Detonation type drop kick there. And look at the elevation by the champ. Looking to put him away now. Daniels deep, hooks the leg, running the feet. Not enough. You can't extinguish the fire of the outlandish one.
Everybody here in Hollywood thought that was it. 2.9 and the fight continues.
But if that didn't do it, what's it gonna take? And I just gotta wonder how much is left in the gas tank of Zicky Dice. Now we talked about you don't judge a book by its cover. This guy is a well-conditioned athlete, and but he came out and he's so emotional, and he probably hasn't gotten a lot of sleep in the last week since losing the title.
No, I mean, not only that, we talked earlier about his ventures with Momo Khan and his, he's doing a lot for pro wrestling. He's not just a wrestler, not just a musician, not just a former television champion. Tonight, looking to regain, but he's in trouble.
Main event Daniels thinking superplex. Powered into a counter. Oh, Zicky Dice. Kind of unfamiliar territory for Zicky here. Look out here, though. Avalanche roll of the dice.
That's got to do it.
Oh, he's going to get that title back. Here we go. Right now it's going to happen. No! Daniels kicks out, and this place is going bananas. They can't believe it.
Half the fans thought it was 3. The other half, seeing that the shoulder came up, 2.99. And TK, this place is going bananas.
Official Alan Yantis is getting an earful from the crowd here. They thought that was 1, 2, 3.
To me, Yantis is doing a good job. Yeah. He's had his eyes on the shoulders. He's mere inches away. He's got the best view. I'm taking his word for it, 2.9.
Count's been consistent throughout. He went for this earlier, it didn't work, and now raking the eyes. Well, you got to get in there and admonish the champ for that.
No way!
Oh, he blocked it. You know what? He was trying to get himself disqualified and get out of here with the title. What a counter by Zicky Dice. Oh, and he's eating a little funnel cake. Take a trip to the fair. Oh my goodness, a destroyer. I talked about it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Have you ever seen Zicky do that?
Unbelievable.
Oh, back in. Back in with the cutter. What a main event with the television title hanging in the balance. Here's the cover. Not this way. Oh my goodness, how close was that? Well, perhaps a makeup call.
I like it. As far as I'm concerned, these two can fight forever.
Boy, what a rivalry this has become between the former champ. And listen to this crowd. They are loving the action here from the United Wrestling Network and in our main event. Where is Daniels
What's Daniels
going?
doing here?
I think he's going to try and take the low road.
Maybe he thought he won already.
He knows.
He's taking his championship.
He knows he's got that championship advantage, Christian. He's going to get himself DQ'd. Zicky's been wise to it. Ducked the title shot, but he couldn't duck that big flying knee. Got him set up here for something. Zicky out the back door. There it is. Snake rattle and roll. New champ. New champ. Here's the cover.
What the hell? What is this?
Is that Bryce Saturn? Oh no! Damien Desire!
Avantourage is here in Hollywood.
You gotta be kidding me. This is supposed to be one-on-one. The former champ's gonna get screwed again, and he does. No.
Your winner and still United Wrestling Network Television Champion, Main Event Daniels.
It's outrageous. It's highway robbery for the second week in a row. Main Event Daniels is gonna claim victory over Zicky Dice in despicable fashion.
Daniels, a literal star, proves it again tonight. That's the headline. And although that was one of the best matches I've seen in recent memory, it ends controversially, and Evan Daniels retains.
That star is tarnished, and so is the television title. As long as this guy is holding it, we'll see you next week. Give me a break.